Hello, I'm Andrew from the Netherlands, and today I'm going to review this, you can see it right here, this JVC AX-F1 GD, yeah. And I start with the back side of this amplifier, really, or this setup, because everything is from copper. And next to it I have my TEIAJ, you can read it here. You can read it here. My TEIAJ AH-500i. This thing is a dual mono, my best MIDI amp or mini amplifier, and even this high quality amplifier don't have copper. Don't use copper like this JVC. Because I will show you, when I show you the inside of this amplifier, how much copper this JVC used. Look, this TEIAJ. This TEIAJ is a very good amplifier, but it doesn't use copper. Yeah, even the underside doesn't use copper. Yeah, okay. But this thing, look at it, unbelievable. And I didn't bought this set for the set. I bought this set for the spectral stands. This set was close to my house, 10 minutes, and it came with 2 speakers, BNS speakers. I will review these speakers later. I will not do the test today with this BNS speakers. I will just do the test on my Magnat 07. But it came with 2 BNS speakers, 2 speaker stands, and a stereo stand. Yeah, it's nice glass stereo set stands in this style. This is also spectral. You see the silver 2 pipes, yeah, on the glass, yeah. That's also from Spectral, and I love Spectral. And I had 4 of them, and 2 I gave away to my sister because she needed some stands, and I told her, well, I have 2 stands left, 2 Spectral stands left. I love Spectral. Everything is Spectral. Even this thing is Spectral. Quality man, quality man. And the one in the back, you see, that one is also Spectral. You can see my television is on it, and it comes with wheels. I like the ones with the wheels. I don't like the ones without the wheels. Anyway, so this thing came with 2 Spectral speaker stands, a stand for the stereo setup, and 2 speakers. And I only pay €50 for the bunch, for everything. And only the speaker stands are normally worth €50 second hand. So I did a very good deal. So I wasn't interested. I thought, well, normal JVC MIDI setup, nothing special, you know. I wasn't interested at all in this stereo setup until I came home and I started watching what is this thing exactly, and then I saw it. There was no information on the internet to find about this thing, because probably it was very expensive. It had to be expensive because, well, this thing didn't left the JVC factory as a cheap set. What's this? What's this? I don't even know what it is. Yeah, this is the cassette deck. Beat cut. I don't know what is beat cut, but a normal cassette deck don't have this thing. Beat cut. What's that? What is this? Probably, I don't know. I don't know. This is the back side of the cassette deck, and they also have this CompuLink, beautiful CompuLink for the remote control, and well, this is the disc player, yeah, and really everything. And everything, what's those copper screws? Everything have copper screws. Everything is connected with copper screws. They don't use aluminum or, well, other metal screws. And copper is the one of the most expensive. Well, only silver is more expensive, but nobody uses silver screws. So, can you mention one brand what use copper screws? No, I can't. Well, maybe the high-end stuff using copper screws, but not the cheap things, not the cheap MIDI set. I told you, I showed you this TEIAJ. This TEIAJ used normal screws. Look at this, normal screws, no copper outside, no normal aluminium below. You can see this thing is even the underside of every piece is copper. Yeah, I will show you. Well, I'll show you this amp. What's this? Everything from the underside is pure copper, really. What's this? And every piece, the underside is copper. So the backside is copper, and the inside. And they use a lot of copper screws. Look at this, copper screws here. Even here, copper screws. Yeah. So where can you find a MIDI setup? Everything is copper. Copper, copper, copper. What's the inside? Let me film the inside for you. What's this? Unbelievable. And they even, what's this? Make this, this is special. What's this? Ready, off, on. You know what this is? Well, if you have to connect some things, yeah, you just push this thing in, yeah, off. That means the amp is out. The amp is out. So to make it easy for you, they make a switch in the back from the amplifier, yeah, so you connect your things easy and safe without any problems, yeah, and when you're ready, you just put it on again. And that is this switch. You can see it here. That's this switch. What's it? What's this? Unbelievable. And this thing is from the Dignify series. The Dignify series, and it was the last amplifier what had built in that sound processor, that Dignify series. And Dignify was a very popular series in those days. It gave a nice sound, and it also was built in those very expensive JVC amplifiers. Look at this. Unbelievable. And the big caps are 8,000, I just checked them, 8,200 microfarad. What's this? 8,200 microfarad. And that's not little, that's big for such a small amplifier. So the thing is only 2 times 40 or 2 times 50 watt. I really can't find much on the internet because there are no second hand, there are no subscription. Yes, on Hi-Fi Engine I could find, well, they have a double subscription. First they say that it is a 2 times 50 watt, and in the description itself they say it is a 2 times 40 watt. But I believe, because of these two big 8,200 filter caps, I believe this thing is minimum 2 times 50 watt. Yeah, only the amplifier have a weight from 4.9 kilo. And of course, it is not the same quality as my TEIAC AX-500i. But I'm not sure. This thing is, well, everything in this thing is carefully thought about. It is not just a quickly made amplifier or setup just to score, to sell quickly a lot of items. Yeah, this thing is not made for the mass. This thing is made for the guy who want the best, or who wanted the best MIDI setup, and with quality, with real quality. Well, this setup, this amplifier is made of the best qualities, and well, it really, I think it was the top JVC could make from a MIDI setup, the best they could make from a MIDI amplifier, and that's what made this thing so special. And really, I didn't thought when I bought this setup it was such a special setup. And I'm sure you also know, or you never saw a MIDI setup with this quality. Yes, the TEIAC. The TEIAC is the only one I ever saw a MIDI setup with this beautiful quality. Yes, and but look at this, unbelievable, everything from copper. It is so shiny that it is very hard to take distance from this set. Really, I have to sell it because I have so many things here, but it is very hard to take distance from this thing, especially when you know, when you open the thing, when you watch the thing, or investigate the thing from a close look, and you see that this thing really is something special. And but yeah, I have to sell it. I'm not a fan, and this TEIAC I will never sell. This is my only mini thing I will keep. Yeah, it's a dual mono setup, and I think it will sound better than this one, of course. But I don't think there will be much difference in sound. Well, let's go to the front of this this setup and do the sound check. Okay. When we see the front side of this setup, we can immediately, well, presume why this set isn't sold that much. Yeah. Because the front isn't that impressive as the inside and, well, the building quality of this setup, because well, it just doesn't look that great. And when this thing stood between all the other MIDI setups back in 1995, the thing wasn't very special, not from the front side. And everybody who was shopping, yeah, in 1995 we didn't have these internet shops. Yeah, people really went to the stereo shop to buy a stereo setup, and I'm sure I could not find anything back from this setup, but I'm sure this was not a cheap set. Yeah, you could see the inside. Everything is copper, everything is detailed, and also the sound quality of this thing is very good. You will see that later in the movie. Yeah, but when the customers went to the stereo shop to buy this setup, I'm sure a lot of them just would not, well, choose this setup because of the price. And the simple, well, the simple layout and looks. It is metal, but it is thin. As you can see here, it is thin metal. And the knobs are plastic. Yeah, this knob have a built-in bulb. You can see it here. And well, it's not that nice as for example this teak I have here. Yeah, what's this teak? Beautiful teak. And this thing looks far more impressive, what's this, than for example the JVC. But the TEAC doesn't have all this copper inside, so I think JVC made a big mistake with this setup. If they would have made this inside more cheaper and the outside more beautiful, then this setup would sold much more than it was in 1995. And that's why you hardly see a JVC set or a, well, they call this amp. The amp is original I don't know if you can see it here, Advanced Super A. It is called a AX-F1, the AX-F1. What's this? This is the name of the official name, AX-F1 amplifier. And it doesn't look impressive at all. Especially for the price you paid. Because I don't know nothing about the price, but I'm sure it was not cheap. It was a very expensive, I think one of the most expensive MIDI or mini setups back in those days, because of the superb quality. I just show you inside how expensive these JVC's guys make this setup. Everything from the cassette deck player, yeah, the CD player, the tuner, and the amplifier, everything they use the maximum of copper. Yes, all units have this well, this copper underside, the copper backside, and they use as even all the screws in every piece, every unit, most screws are from copper. And well, nowadays they don't make these units anymore with all this copper. You can most of the amplifiers, also more expensive amplifiers, you hardly find copper inside, because copper these days is very, very expensive. And well, this thing have a few scratches, you can see. Let me see if I can, yeah, you can see some scratches here. Yeah, it's in the light now, and the light is returning it, so it looks like it have no scratches, but it have scratches. And when you see this thing from the side, it is a very nice looking setup from the side. Yeah, but well, this is metal. Everything is metal. It looks like plastic, but it is metal. Yeah, and well, I saw just one amplifier, They are selling it for €80 at the moment. Only the amplifier, not the rest of the set. And the price of these sets, because I went searching, the ones who were sold for the complete set like this, well, it is sold for €150. I think the price of a set like this, I will sell it for €75. I hope I will sell it for €75, but I think the price of this setup is between €75 and €150. And that's because the quality is very good. I'm lucky that everything from this setup is still working. The CD player is working, the cassette deck player is working, and I'm not sure what quality the cassette deck player is. It is a, let me see, Dolby BC AX Pro, yeah, and wow. It doesn't look that impressive, huh? Even the CD player look very simple, but yeah, it's a mini set, and you can't expect from a mini set they have a lot of knobs and switches, yeah. And what's this? Reverse mode, Dolby, memory reset. Wow. Yeah, I will place another cassette deck inside when I do the cassette deck test. Anyway, well, this thing, I thought it was just a normal mini setup, but I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I will I will let you hear this. I bought this thing years ago, this CD. Look at this, the Silver Collection. I thought it was a mixed CD. That's why I bought it. 72 numbers, great numbers, and I thought it's a mixed CD. So I'm not sure why these guys and how they make it and for what they make it, but these pieces, they are 24 seconds, 31 seconds, 41 seconds, 20 seconds, 46 seconds, 21 seconds, 56 seconds. So I don't know, I don't see the point, but I bought it very cheap, and now I bought it, I can finally use it, because I never spin the thing. Never. The Silver Collection. What's this? Very strange CD. 72 numbers on this CD. I bought it years ago, and History Mix it called. Well, let us test. First let us test the tuner. I will let you hear the tuner. They are connected on my 07 speakers, and my 07 speakers are 4 ohm. Normal, simple MIDI setups start at 8 ohm. They cannot spin speakers with 4 ohm, but this amplifier, it's written in the back, it can spin speakers from 4 till 16 ohm. And this is how the tuner sound, okay? Let me push the thing on. Yeah, you see this light is going to burn. Here you see that this is the selector switch. Very simple. Everything is working. They have a very nice souplesse. Also the knobs, they feel very nice. And the power is more than enough.
Ja, want het heeft even geduurd, maar je was er snel bij. Ja, nou ja,
and the thing comes with 2 remote controls. Look at this. 2 remote controls. This one is for the RU. This is the tuner. CD. You can see it right here. CD, tuner, tape, and MD. I don't know what MD is. Probably there was another part in this set. MIDI disc. MD is mini disc. So this thing also had a mini disc, but the guys who bought this set bought it without the mini disc. Very nice. And this is, well, this is a remote control for the CD player only. Yes, this is for the CD player. And very nice. It looks very clean. So I placed some new batteries inside, you can see it here, and I was happy to see there's no corrosion. A lot of time when people don't use remote controls for a long time, they leave the batteries inside, but the problem with that is that the corrosion will do its terrible job, and so you always have to check remote controls for corrosion. Lucky for me, this remote control was clean. It was clean, only the batteries didn't well, they were empty. And well, listen to this, and this is how it works. This is how it works, see? They are working. But I will not use remote control. I'm standing in front of it, so I will do it with the hand. And this is how the tuner sounds. Beautiful. And it has an extra, I don't know what it is, presence, but listen to the difference in sound. It sounds like loudness, but it isn't.
Dit is de Twitterhit van vandaag. Amfibie denkt groot. Kort. Hè? Ja, kort. Drie woorden en er zit een heel liedje in. Amfibie denkt groot. Gebruik uitsluitend het Twitter-account van Radio 10 om je antwoord aan ons kenbaar te maken. Dat is @radio10nl. Amfibie denkt groot.
Very nice.
Stel, je hebt internet van KPN. Als je dat combineert met een KPN mobiel abonnement, dan krijg je vele extra's met KPN.
And you can place 40 preset tuner stations inside this thing. 40 FM tuner stations, that's a lot.
Man Kevin is hij mobiel bereikbaar omdat hij nooit kan bevloeden.
Slimme Sinterklaasen dat ze nooit te veel betalen. En met de vele prachtige producten.
It has RDS, you can see RDS. And the name of this tuner is the FX-F1R. Ja.
Ontslagen. Je wil nog wel 10.
In half an hour.
Appreciate your time.
In the afternoon, well, the balloon, she's my baby. The balloon.
Bij Easy Paris XL. Nu dus zo.
It poses challenges for the batters, a lot of questions over bowlers early on and towards the end, and I think on the international stage that's where you get tested.
Well, it's a trial in England at the moment, but how would getting rid of the toss of a coin have an impact on world cricket? Here's what the former England cricketer Vic Marks told us.
In India, for example, they're just playing a test match in Nagpur, I think.
Nee.
Dan mogen we u feliciteren, want hij is veiliger.
Dames en heren, vast het kreeg.
Vanaf nu wordt zorgverzekeringen vergelijken leuk. Na
Nog tot vrijdagavond.
€990.
04. Ik was een keer uitgenodigd.
Video na acties. Like ons op facebook.com/NPO Radio Z.
You're listening to the BBC World Service. The news is in a couple of minutes after this.
Our series investigating local experiences and arguments about climate change continues with the Philippines.
Typhoons here aren't exactly unusual, but some people say these super typhoons are
heel normaal is een...
and zelfs
Your smile.
Well, there's nothing on the tuners full hour, so news is coming. And let us do the CD. Let us do the CD. Let me see. Here's the CD. Well, listen to this mix CD.
Sitting by the open fireplace and my favorite dungarees. Played a few bars of a melody and it sounded sweet. Let me wrap you in my warm and tender love. Yeah. I can't stop loving you. I've made up my mind. Stand by your man. Give him two arms to cling to. Do the Wall Street shuffle. And I hustle. Watch the greenbacks tumble. Feel this talent crumble. Wouldn't it be nice to get on with me neighbours? But they make it.
Well, I will not test the cassette deck. The cassette deck is just working fine. Well, there's a cassette deck tape inside. Let me spin the thing. Let me spin the thing. Let me see. Cassette deck tape. I need this one.
Daarom dit kerstfeestlied, een lied zo vol met
That's Dutch. That's Dutch music. I don't think you're interested in that music. But it sound okay, And let me do a little bit more tuner, let me see.
Vanwege problemen in de aanlevering. U kunt de vergaderingen ook volgen en bekijken op kanaal 502.
Alle viel zu schwer.
So I just placed my my lamps to the other side. Now you can see it better how it looks. Yeah, because the lamps were spoiling the fun. What's this? Yeah, it's more beautiful now. And you can see everything is small. The counter, but it looks nice, eh? It's looking nice. Let me see. Well, the guy take everything in the red. You can see. And this is the CD player still playing. Well, I can stop it now. I can stop it. Let me see. How does it stop? Oh, this is how it stopped. Yeah. And this is the tuner. The tuner was playing.
Every time I get back on my feet, I'm old lekker over de tong. Ik weet niet hoe, maar
no point at all, because if I told you believe in having
this is about corruption more than belief in God.
Yes, this is about corruption, but
it's not just esta é sensação por detrás de algo que você acabou.
Well, in the dark, or not in the dark, but when you don't have the light directly on the thing looks so much more beautiful than when you point the lights on it. My video lights it is, and well, what can I say about this thing? Well, the sound is not truly high-end. Yeah, the building. I understand why people would not choose for a set like this in the shops, because from the outside, from the front side, well, you can't smell that the inside have that good building quality. Yeah, that everything is copper inside. That really JVC, Japan Victor Company, really did its utmost best to make this MIDI set a high quality setup. But from the outside, from the front side, you cannot see that because it's not that beautiful or special from the front side. And people, when they are in those shops, when they were in those shops in 1995, yeah, when this thing came out, and they saw the price of this thing, I'm sure a lot of these people would not or leave this or left this JVC in the shop because of the high price tag, because I'm sure how many sales guys were in these shops who would point these customers out that the outside or the backside and the inside of this JVC was really tremendous good. And that's why you can hardly find this setup on the second-hand market, really. It's the first time I saw one in the Netherlands, and when I was googling, I could only find 2 in Germany from the past 2 years, yeah. And well, probably if you're gonna Google, this thing will hardly show up. And I'm sure I make this video and I'm the only one on YouTube with a video from one of these components, because they are very, very rare. And well, I will see how much I can sell this this setup. I really was very surprised when I came home and I saw this copper well, quality. Everything from this thing is quality, really a fantastic building quality, this mini setup. The sound is nice, yeah, for a mini setup, very nice, but it's not top quality, yeah. Don't think if you have, when you saw the inside from this and the building quality from this setup, that also the sound is superb. No, the sound is not superb, yeah. The sound is what you could expect from a very good sounding mini set, yeah. And well, this was the review from this beautiful JVC setup, yeah. And well, it's a very nice setup, and but well, price wise, well, probably you will hardly find this thing second hand. But if you can find one, if you are looking one, if you saw this review and you think, okay, this is what I want, well, expect to pay 75, maximum 125, 150 for the set if it is mint. But they are qualitative, very good sets. But I advise you, if you want to have a set like this, a mini set, if you want per se a mini set, well, this is a good one. Yeah, this is a good one. Well, this was my review from this AX-F1 amplifier with the rest of the setup. And well, they are not cheap, and if you can find one cheap and you want a mini set, just buy it, because the quality is so much better than most small mini setups there are out there. And I just show you the inside, the back side, and the sound. It's not a superb sounding thing, but for a mini set it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and it will beat many other mini sets with sound. And well, this thing, I think the value of this thing is between 75 and 125. Well, thanks for watching. Put those thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel. And for now I say bye bye.